you playing it right now?
I turned it off.
I can't. It's been a long day. Your eyes my eyes are burning. Like they're on fire.
It's been an exciting day.
My eyes are on fire. My eyeballs are going, help, help, please.
You're still beautiful though.
Thank you. Sleep, please. Sleep.
I ain't gonna say what you always say about sleep.
They going, no.
That's Jean Eleanor. Hey, Bridget.
Hello.
Latia Thomas.
Hey, beautiful people. Thank you.
MISS, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
There ain't no smiling on the paint. Listen.
Ain't no crying in the paint.
Ain't no crying. Rule code 104, code 404. Someone's offended that somebody got offended that I actually like that show.
Mad with her.
Hot. I'm like, would you calm down and have a sense of humor? Look past all of that stuff and see the fact that it's a good, storyline.
Because you really ain't telling what you really be looking at.
Thank you. Woo. We want to say thank you. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We want to say thank you. Keisha said, come on, coupling. We want to say thank you. Thank you, Sinceria. Thank you, CC. Thank you, everybody. To the Car Chronicles movement at large, to every click, to every tag, to every share, to everyone under the sound of our voice, we want to say thank you. All of the YouTubers, everyone that gave us a card, a gift, everyone that was there, sowed a seed, everyone. If you even just gave us a thumbs up for the event.
Thank you.
We thank you.
We only had one negative person.
And we don't care.
I'm just saying.
We don't give a care.
We don't. But I'm just saying out of...
It's moot.
Thousands.
Over 50,000 people, it was one hater. But then, baby, now, let's be fair. We looked at her page. And we could kind of understand why.
We could kind of.
So 1,800 people who are watching Coupling Now. Frederica, thank you to each and every one of you. To our wedding party, who was our children and our best friends and our family. To everyone that came near and far. COVID even came. And, when I say that, people came and they just showed up. And so with the COVID regulations and rules and restrictions, we had to kind of limit it right in the middle of the event. Someone said, MJ, I am so happy for you. Talia, thank you. And so here we are. I want to say thank you again. My husband say thank you.
Thank you.
Gigi Joshua, who just went up the timeline. That is our designer. Gigi he makes my clothes. He will make you a wedding gown just as beautiful. Go in his inbox. He said, no! Yes. Flood him because he is an amazing seamstress, stylist, fashionist, all of that.
You just can't get my wife dressed.
I'm telling you, it's just amazing.
Get it a dress, but you ain't gonna get her dress.
Y'all running through Jersey soon. Talia said, we can't even tell you where we are right now. So we were talking about some things. Who was it? Angela said, who is it? Who said something negative? We're not going to even give them
they don't get
so
no oxygen.
We're going to talk about
partners versus projects.
Yeah. Partners versus projects. And so as we would get ready to say, thank you, London. As we were getting ready to have this dialogue, we had to think about a lot of things because my husband said, someone said, our glow is everything. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you so much. I think sometimes people don't know the difference between a partner. Someone said I got a miracle for sowing a seed.
Wow, $1,500.
Oh, girl, God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your
go,
harvest.
Girl.
She said she sold $17.
Blessings on you.
And got $1,500. God bless your child. Let me tell you something. Bless your life. Enjoy your harvest.
Amen.
And so Fred and I were talking, and a lot of people don't know the difference between differentiating between a project and what, baby?
A partner.
A partner. There is a very big difference between a project and a partner. someone has to understand that you could take on a partner that can ultimately be your project. But if you take on a project, would it ultimately be your partner?
Yeah. It's a difference.
Explain that.
So taking on a partner that may ultimately become a project is different because you're kind of in the expectation because of what you saw already that this person has potential, or you kind of think that they're already there.
Okay.
But then you get into the relationship and then you see that there's places that need to be, that can be fixed or whatever. That's different.
Okay.
It's different when you look at a person.
Okay.
And off rip, you see that's a project.
Okay. So if you're dating or if you're with someone and you come in, watch this, and you see that there is some potential, never marry a potential, because they potentially may not be what you expect them to be, and never go in with an expectation. I think that you should go in with the understanding instead of the expectation.
Yeah.
The understanding is that we're here to develop something. We just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I think that people should not go in with an expectation that it's going to evolve into something, and don't go in and say, I'm wasting my time. I'm going to say this. When my husband and I first met, there were some things that we had to tweak.
Yeah.
Now, there's a difference. Things that we had to tweak there were certain areas that we were still working on for ourselves before each other. I think that sometimes when you meet someone and their project, when you first meet them, watch this, they have multiple problems simultaneously. That means they lay down all of their burdens on you like you were Jesus or the nearest doctor. That means that every issue that they have concerning their life becomes your issue and you don't even know them yet. And so instead of getting to know them, they become a headache before the first hello.
Yeah.
So when you take on the disposition that I'm going to take them on, why are you taking on them? Because they are going to be a project. Watch this. That you could ultimately fix them up for someone else and not yourself. There is where you wasted your time because you invested in something and there wasn't a residual. Taking on a partner that has a little bit of tweaking to do, meaning that they come in at least 60% whole.
Yeah. At least.
At least. Yeah.
That's
at
good.
least. You've got to give a percentage of what you're going to deal with and what you're not. Right?
And in that 60%, it has to be enough stability to let you know that in you taking this person on and them taking you on also.
Right.
That after that, you're going to have something. That something is going to remain. That this person ain't just going to run off. It's got to be in that 60%. I'm going to say that stability needs to be in there. Like, that this person ain't going nowhere. Like one of the things that as soon as me and my wife really began to become one, like because our friendship took off from day one.
Yeah, it was just
our friendship took off from day one. So, but when we got closer and closer, she began to deal with things. I began to deal with things, and we began to see that we knew we didn't want to lose one another. We knew we didn't want to be hurt. So she would say things like, you ain't going nowhere, and if you go somewhere, I'm gonna kill you, and I would say the same thing, and it was jokingly, but our heart of hearts was saying that I love you, I want to be with you, and I'm hoping that and my hopes is that this thing is going to be real, it's going to stretch, and it has been, but we had enough with us that we built, that we knew that you can invest in me because I'm not going nowhere.
So there is a very big difference between healing and helping.
Yeah.
You help someone because human nature gives us a little bit of nurturing to just be kind-hearted people, I hope. It's like you see someone in need. Like we were walking down the streets today and it made me cry. And this man said, yo, my man. And he was talking to my husband. He said, yo, big man, I'm hungry. And immediately Fred stopped what he was doing and he went over. He said, baby, hold my bag. He went over and he gave the man something to eat. He said, I don't need no money. He said, I got rice. I just need some meat to go with the rice. That's all I want. I'm hungry, man. I need something to eat. And of course, me, I'm over in the corner and I'm like, I'm crying. Fred immediately came to the aid because of the character and the kind heart of him. So he gave the man what he wanted, something to eat, but then he turned over and said, here's a couple of extra dollars because you were honest. The kind-heartedness in my husband and the honesty in the young man allowed them to both minister to each other. Watch this. So the gift of helps should be in everyone because we are all part of humanity.
I love the way you said that.
Well, Baba.
That was great. Go
yeah,
ahead.
It's true. And so you meet someone and you want to hear them. You're helping them sort out situations. But when you want someone to heal, it means that you're going to invest in their brokenness because you want them to be repaired for yourself or maybe somebody else. Yeah. So you've got to differentiate the two before you guys decide where are you going.
That's right.
Yeah. So sometimes what happens is most people get themselves in trouble because you're investing first before getting the understanding of where are we going. I think that sometimes people jump in it with an expectation that I'm going to fix you first for me. You can't fix someone else up for you because you might be investing in someone that don't like you that way.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people got to watch the telltale signs. And I think sometimes if you're going to put someone in a project format, then you've got to be ready for that project to get on its feet and leave you. Is the project that projects, once you finish a project, the project is done. Think about it. When you finish a project, the project is done. And so when you're involved with someone and you love them enough to heal, you love them enough because they're showing you I'm worthy to invest in and vice versa. Which means we both show each other something that we have something that can connect to make us one.
Yeah. So
how long should a person
I don't think that there's a time limit. It's hard to put time limits on dating, especially, it's hard for me and her to use ourselves as examples in everything. Yeah. We can use ourselves as examples in some things, but not everything. I think a person should date, like we started off saying, with understanding. You should date with keeping somebody put red flags. You should keep some type of discerning there. You should date with wisdom. It's no problem with dating with hope and faith. Just don't let the hope and faith overshoot your discerning. Because the discerning is what happens when a lot of times is when you make a partner, a person that's a project, a partner too fast. Because discerning and told you and gave you warning signs. So I don't want to say how long, baby. Do you want to say a time limit on dating?
I do.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Don't click, tag, and share somebody because we get ready to go a little bit deeper.
Okay.
I believe that when you are dating, or if and it's not even just dating, it's when you're with someone that you call yourself having something with, you must pay attention if both of you are helping each other,
right, and
investing in each other consistently. Once you have a level of consistency, it will show you both where you are going. Watch this. Even in marriage, people stop investing in each other, which means you lose the value because you become familiar and comfortable.
Too comfortable.
And familiarity breeds contentment. So you lost an investment because you stopped putting what each other need in each other. Investing in someone in a marriage means you got to keep on giving. When you're dating someone, if you're the only one giving too much, then you're just helping them out, sugar.
I'm glad you said that because this is the thing.
Just got to watch.
Putting time limits on it. And like she said, there should be some time limit, but this is definitely what I saw concerning us. Parts of me, I wanted to do more.
Okay.
There were things that as a man that I wanted to do concerning my wife. That at the time she's a woman I'm dating. That I had intentions. So now this just is me now. So y'all can't make this everybody. But day one, when I first saw her, seen her, had that first laughter and conversation, I had intentions to marry her. Period. Point blank. That's me. You can't make every man that. Don't do that. I'm just saying that was me. So in the process of dating, there were things that I wanted to do, things that I wanted to do because I was dating her, because and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. But this is what blessed me. People started saying that they could see the difference with her and me, and that I was doing something that was helping her like she was helping me. And that blessed me. I said that to say that even if the person is somewhat a project in some places, that you should be getting some residual building up out of it. There should be some peace.
Right.
There should be some joy. It shouldn't be you aggravated, you agitated, you up one day, you down one day because you're taking on this person that's a project. That's the wrong type of project.
Right. Okay. So as you were talking, the Holy Spirit gave me this because this wisdom nuggets be dropping. The difference between partners and helping, or the difference between a project and helping, the difference is depletion.
Right.
When you take on someone that you are just helping, whenever you help someone, remember, reciprocity is real.
Yes.
There is a joy that you get helping someone because it makes you feel good you did it because they appreciate it. So when you're with someone, to know the difference between someone that you are just a project with and someone that you're helping with, the help is happy to get it. However, the project depletes you, because anytime you take on a project, the difference is depletion. The project doesn't give you anything back. Anytime you work on a science project, it means that you got to put something into it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean a project gives you back anything. Help does. Watch this. If Fred was falling and he said, "Baby, help me," I would grab down and hunker down and pull him up to help him get on his feet, or to help him, because when I see him stand up, it makes me feel good that I invested something to make him rise from a situation. That's the law of reciprocity.
Yeah.
Projects don't do that. Project says, build me a bridge, God, to get me across so I can leave. A project always requires an investment of hard work with no residual.
With no residual.
The difference is depletion. And most people, if you're in anything and they're a project, 9 times out of 10, you're depleted. Your smile is gone. Your laughter is gone. Your finances is shot. Your credit is shot. Everything that you once had that you called yours is no longer. And once the project is done, it leaves.
Once the project know you're done.
Yeah, it leaves.
Most projects try to hang around until you're completely depleted, and then they go.
Yeah.
Most projects will act like they love. They will act like they're like you're the only thing in the world. But most projects will always give you some type of telltale sign if you're watching, because one thing about it, the Lord is not going to let you just let the enemy come upon amongst you unaware. He's going to show you some type of sign. But a project going to try to deplete you all the way out till you ain't got nothing.
You could be married to a project.
Ooh.
Gosh. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. And it's true. Most people, listen to me, if you're married to a project, or if you're involved in a project, remember, the difference is the depletion. It simply means that when you're married to somebody, and no matter what you do, they can never be happy. That's a project. It's a project because you keep giving and giving and and giving. I ain't got COVID.
She don't.
My spit with that wrong pipe.
And you keep giving and you keep giving, and they don't give anything back. And this is the thing. Anything, and this is, listen, and every time we do this, it's always somebody that's right there in it. If you're being the one that's being depleted and you're not getting, watch this, because it's not always monetary. Sometimes it's you getting something back emotionally.
Right.
You're being emotionally built up. I'm talking about getting something back reciprocal. Sometimes the reciprocal is you're being built back up. When you ain't been built up in no kind of way,
what do?
You're being depleted.
So what do you do if you marry the project?
Ooh.
Ask the people why I'm choking on my spit. Ask them, Fred.
What do you do when you're married to a project? And you've been married to the project for a long time.
You die.
At some point,
you die.
That project destroys everything that you are. At some point, you can even lose your identity because them depleting you turns you into something else, turns you into somebody else.
You lose your smile.
You lose everything.
You lose your joy.
Mama don't know who you are.
You start drinking.
Daddy don't know who you are.
You start gaining weight.
Sisters don't know who you are.
You start losing weight. You start smoking weed. Heck, you may start smoking crack. You may join the white horse. You may ride away on the horse. No matter what it is, you will not be happy if you are married to just a project. Because a project always wants you to invest in them.
And never
a
wants to invest
project takes
in you.
your shine. A project don't want you to shine. A project will do everything to kill your happy and steal your joy. A project is the worst thing that you can marry to because you're always going to be working. Ain't that it? Understand that what we are doing, we're trying to make people understand where they are in life and in relationships. That's all coupling is. We really want everybody to be happy, but we realize it takes a lot of work. And anything that's worth having has to have a level of effort behind it. And so I want you, and Fred and I want you to reevaluate where you are in life.
Yeah.
Are you, okay, they crying, Fred.
Yeah.
They crying. I ain't got no tissue.
You ain't got no tissue.
Okay, hold on. I just have to use my clothes. These babies crying. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me help y'all. All right, there y'all go. Cry with faith. I want you to click tag and share somebody before we get out of here. You have to understand that most people get involved with people and they don't know why they did it. Most people get involved with people and they did it because they were lonely, they were depressed, their biological clock was ticking. And sometimes people will get on somebody's train to make them better because they feel that if I invest in them and if I do everything for them, then they won't leave.
Right.
That is a lie.
From the pits of hell.
That is a lie. The worst thing you could do is invest in somebody and they turn around and leave you and you have made them better for somebody else.
Right.
That's what you've got to stop doing, because then you say, wait, hold on. I feel that because I helped them, that they owe me. They don't owe you nothing. The project don't owe you nothing. Remember, anytime there's a project, you put work on it for it to leave. Somebody
said projects have hateful hearts. It's not that they got hateful hearts. They don't love.
They don't know how.
A person like that are most time narcissistic. They come in for one reason. Mm-hmm. They already know what they're going to do, especially if they can tell that you've already rendered everything to them. Mm-hmm. Then they're going to do it. It's not that the hateful is just one part of their character. They're built like that.
Mm-hmm. Someone said, help me discern them from the door. Well, let me help you.
Wow.
Let me help you discern a project from the door. I'm going to give you my truth. Now hear me. This is my truth. I remember meeting a guy who was homeless. He didn't have any place to stay. He was sleeping on his son's floor. He didn't have nowhere to go, girl. He had a Metro PCS phone. It was always getting cut off. It was getting turned off in the middle of the conversation. He was crying because he didn't have a can of corn to buy. He didn't have $1 for a can of corn to buy a can, from the dollar store. He was trying to get $1 together to get a can of corn. Mm-hmm. And here my simple... I had to catch myself, Jesus.
Tell your truth, baby.
I had to catch myself, Fred. You know I was going. Right?
I know where you was going.
Well, here's my simple. I say tell. I'm gonna go. Here's my simple tell. Decide I'm gonna help the man. And here I go, my car. I should have left that fool on the floor.
Some projects, you have to give them some change for a sandwich and keep moving.
That's right. Everybody that you minister to, you don't marry.
Ooh.
Oh, Shondo. Oh, my sucker. I felt that in my spirit.
Oh, God, that was strong right there, baby.
A good choker, get it out.
Oh,
no, I'm telling you. Some people you minister to, you don't marry.
Everybody you minister to, you don't supposed to marry.
You give that joker a prayer and a track. Get one of them good tracks at the bottom of your bag that's stuck with the peppermints.
A value meal.
And got a penny stuck to it. You give them a track and you keep it moving. But see, sometimes depending on where you are, mentally, psychologically, sometimes where you are, you will take on the project.
Because of your own neediness.
Because of your own neediness.
Your own neediness.
And so on that note, I like to tell everybody, please go buy a dog. Buy a dog. I should have left that joker on the floor searching for that can of corn. And I think sometimes, depending on where you are, you will find yourself picking up a project, because sometimes as women, especially women, we are nurturers. Too. Yeah, but women are nurturers by nature. We need something to run us. We need something. We got to fix something up. That's why we detail oriented with our hair. We got to. And so because we need those things, there's a level of neediness. Women need us. Meaning we need someone to need us.
And men, likewise, a lot of men are always looking for attributes of a mother in their wives, girlfriends, or whatnot. Not meaning that they're looking for their mother, but they're always looking for those type of attributes.
Right. So I want you to click tag and share somebody, 3,000 people. So what we're saying is to identify those people at the door. If they come in too needy, watch it.
Value meal.
Watch it. If they come in too needy, where you live at? Where you stay? It's getting cold. Are you a hobo sapien? That means that are you looking for a place to stay because it's getting cold? You don't like me. You just trying to get off the floor. And so, okay, wait a minute. Do you work? Do you got a job? Hold on. Why can't you get a can? $1? You mean to tell me y'all can't get $1 together, get your can of corn? Be careful of someone that's always throwing these sad stories at you consistently. It's a sad story. I remember one guy back in the day, every time I would pick up the phone, he'd go, man, and it was like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with him, Lord? And every time he was like, my car got stuck. They repulled my car. I was like, click. And you got to be careful.
So babe,
everybody's always giving you those sad stories.
And see, this is the thing. See, one thing about my wife, she's a fixer.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yes, sir.
Like, she is a fixer.
Yes, sir.
I have to be careful.
Yes, sir.
About anything that I say.
Yes, sir.
I need or want.
Yes, sir.
Because if I say I need or want it,
yes,
she's going to go after it.
That's my job.
So I have to literally tell her, no.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'll find it, or I'll do it, or no.
Right.
I'm just looking. We ain't got to, or no.
Right.
And there's some men that will take advantage of the fixer in you.
Wow.
Because if they see that you will go after something,
they'll become your project.
Then that is a telltale sign for them to grab hold of you and make everything and make every request they can make. Yeah. And they'll start off with small ones.
Right.
And they'll gradually make them bigger.
Yeah.
So a man or a woman can identify when they come in contact with a fixer. Because in most cases, most fixers don't know how to stop until they come in contact with a person to bring them to balance and tell them no.
Tell me no, Fred.
No.
Say no. No. All right. Very good. We'll take that no. Bob Summer, what's up? And so what we're saying to you is, if you're a person like myself and you're a fixer, you want to fix people. You want to fix things. You want to fix situations. But it feels good that when you are putting your ability to make things better, but someone also is doing the same thing. To identify a person, both of you have to be willing to invest in each other.
Yes.
The problem is most people are looking to fix someone. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, fixing people makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And a lot of women feel like me, Fred. They feel like, hey, the kids are calling us. Everybody, grown kids will call you.
What's the other side of that fix of sometimes what you feel like?
If I don't do it, it won't get done.
A lot of times you just feel exhausted.
Exhausted,
because
right.
you've been this person so doggone long.
Right. And some women really, they feel like they have been doing things for so long. When someone comes along and shows them an inkling that I can fix that, then it's like, oh gosh, that feels good. And I think women have to be very mindful and careful. Men do too. With 3,000 people watching us, click, tag, and share about 2 people before we go. Women have to be very mindful. They got to have someone behind them to say, hold on, why are they asking you for so much? Hold on, why are they always, why is it that when they ask you for something, you run and do it? Or how come they're always, asking you for something, but yet and still they're not giving you anything? You have to understand that the recycling of being selfless has to be involved in everything you do. That means both of us are going to give and take with each other. That's why to identify the partner, the project is always in who is depleting you. It's right there.
We got a lot of you going up the line right now saying you guys are fixers.
Okay.
And if that's you, then you need to now balance yourself when you come into these partnerships or when you come into dating a person and stop showing your hand.
Okay.
That means that
that's how you can reveal the fixer. No, that's how you can reveal the project.
Yeah.
If you say, okay, pull back your hand. So watch this, baby. How many fixers we have? If we have fixers, I want you to signify by giving a teardrop. A teardrop, just a emoji with a teardrop. If you're a fixer, we got 3,000 people. If you're a fixer, then do that because I want to help you. Eric W. Pastor Eric is on here. Says good stuff. Praise God. Oh gosh, that's a whole lot of us. So let me throw me in there. Understand this. If you are a fixer, 9 times out of 10, you are going to find yourself connected to a project because that's what we do. We find someone that is broken, busted, and disgusted. And we say, gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, it's like we be trying to find that thing. We addicted to projects. Mother CC crying, Lord Jesus. So we become addicted to projects. How about we take that energy and invest it not just to ourselves, but invest it in something that will give us something back. What you laughing at, Fred? Fred, he ain't got to sit. What? What, Fred?
So
you laughing at? What you laughing at, Fred?
Now
oh God, Fred.
So my wife, she is a fixer. Michelle. So when she saw me,
hug.
It wasn't really nothing emotionally or deep in the inside that she had to deal with. She just said, I'm going to make this nigga over. I'm just being 100. I just keep it 100.
It wasn't the picture.
Y'all ain't got to never worry about Apostle getting lying or acting.
Oh,
So, she seen my pictures with my suits and
you had all the gold teeth in your mouth.
And she seen, look, one of the first things on our first date when she dated me now. I'm from Florida.
Fred,
You know, we had the grills. I had 2 goals in my. That's our thing. That's signature for us. She said, "Oh no,
Fred, I looked across you.
you got to get rid of them goals."
No, wait a minute, y'all.
So project for her with me, it wasn't an internal thing with.
Wait, Fred, you said at the table like a double make commercial. You said, ting. I said, oh, hell no. Before I introduce you to anybody, you got to get them things. We have to go to the
UCC.
Fred, he said,
Unity. She would not let me come. She wouldn't let me come to North Carolina until I got my goals out my mouth.
Where? And then he thought he was cute because he kept going like this. Every time we talk, he kept going like this. Who is Fred? I said, what the? Man, if you don't take that mess out your mouth. Oh.
I said that to say.
Oh, geez, I'm done.
Because I wanted to.
Oh, Lord.
We gonna always say the truth.
But you know, Fred.
But there's some things that that you do change. It ain't gotta be deep. You know what I'm saying? And those things are all right.
But that's help.
Because I was still able to minister to her and she was able to minister to me. Her thing was me, she just
I was like this.
I'm gonna get him a makeover.
Wait, 3,000 people on the side of my voice. I would be at the dinner looking at her like this. And every time, I promise you, it was just like, I would just stare at him. I'm like, can you take him out? What does it? And so it wasn't a project. It was just like, I just had to help you out a little bit.
She was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah,
so there are things, and I say that to say now, don't make everything so big of a project that, oh, that's a problem.
Right.
We didn't have a problem.
I just helped you out a little bit.
She just said, this is what I...
But suppose a woman just don't want to put work on it.
But also, I say this to my own credibility.
Oh, God.
It was something that I was really ready to do anyway. I had already had things set up. I was already ready to get rid of that side of my life anyway.
Thank you.
So it was pretty easy because, you know, my dentist appointment was already in. It was just something she happened to say that I was already on my way to doing it and get my stuff fixed anyway. But it was just funny that her thing for me was mostly, I don't want him to wear them suits no more.
He sure them zoot suits. They were zoot suits.
Stop lying, baby.
What about the hat?
That was a nice hat. I had a nice leather hat.
You look like the deacon. He had these goals in his mouth. Yo, I'm telling you, it's the difference between a project and just. And
I was sitting on my motorcycle too.
Fashion for pie. You good now, bro. You good. you free. I's free.
So.
Oh, we gotta go.
So this is the thing. Projects are partners. Just make sure that there's some things that you can fix and still be getting reciprocation from.
Yeah,
so
because if
even though
them goals, we'd have been in trouble.
Even though she saw what she saw, she was able to receive. She was still being ministered to. She was pouring into me. I was pouring into her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't stop us from investing in each other. We're talking about something major. Like major is they're putting you in debt. They always ask you. They play on your emotional.
Yeah.
You're on this emotional roller coaster. Those are things that you should watch because those are people who are projects that's trying to reel you in to fix them so the project could be done and they can walk away and leave you depleted. When you're in a marriage, always invest in each other so you can have a residual back and forth. This is what it is. Know the difference because most people are caught up being unhappy because they don't know what they have gotten into. Is it a project or is it just to help? Either one. Never marry somebody that you're supposed to minister to.
Ooh, I like that. You're going to have to preach
Come
on
on here now.
Never marry anyone you're supposed to minister to.
All right, we got to go.
Know the difference between your assignments. Some people you come into is an assignment.
Everybody ain't your assignment either. Some people you just pray for them. Just pray for them. Just
a momentary assignment.
Shabbat, so so. Glory, glory. Goes loose here. Out in the name of Jesus. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Bail, let it go. We gotta go. I love y'all. Until the next time, I will be on here tomorrow doing Call Chronicles and God's Middle Dick Thursday at 7 o'clock. Again, thank you so much for being part of our lives because you are encouraging us as much as we are encouraging you. This is a series of coupling with Apostle Fred and Jameliah Gooden.
We love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Hit that because your fingers are smaller than
All right.
mine.
All right,
Got it?
y'all.
Got it?
Yeah.
Come